Good morning. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center, Sachse. I'm Deborah Gordan. We're going to have about a 30-minute meditation. And in about an hour from now, we will be broadcasting from our sanctuary. So please consider joining us for that as well. So we have a bowl in this room, and you might consider doing something like this at home. And Tess is over there writing on it. It's where you write intention of something that you want to let go of. And we have this special paper that dissolves in water, and you just place it in the bowl and just imagine it dissolving. So you can do that in your mind, or you can write something down that you have intention of letting go of and tear it up, or whatever you want to do. But it's a nice little exercise to consider. So let's just get comfortable in our chairs at this time. And just do whatever you need to do to make your body feel relaxed. I like to sit with my feet flat on the floor, my back straight, my neck and shoulders relaxed, my arms open. It's really not important exactly how you do it, so much that it's more important that you feel centered, that you feel grounded, and that you're in a position where you can have relatively little need to shift throughout. Although if you need to shift, it's important to stay comfortable, so feel free to do that. So we sit and we breathe. That's the first thing. Just breathe in the breath of life. Breathe in this new morning, this fresh gift of a new day. I like to think of it as a day unwritten. We breathe in that breath of life and breathe out any tension in your body, anything you want to release, anything that might have come through your mind when I said let it go, anything you want to let go of in this time. Just see it drifting away, dissolving like that paper in the water that I mentioned. And then let's just not give it our attention right now. Instead, we'll focus on the breathing in and the breathing out. Watching as we release on the out breath, it's almost like a smoky energy that we're letting go of those things that are just being cleansed through our body. And there comes a point that as you breathe in and breathe out, it all comes clear. And just continue those cleansing breaths. And you'll notice that as you relax, that cycle slows. And you settle. And together, let's drop into that place in the center of our being. That place we've come to think of as the core, our light, that part of us that is eternally connected with Spirit. And as you breathe, you watch that light expand. There is no place we can be that God is not. God is everywhere, evenly present, in and through me, right here and right now, connecting each of us. And we are just coming into greater and greater awareness of this truth that is always true. And we breathe. Feel that presence. And what is that? What is that presence that we seek? What is that presence that we desire to feel? I'd like to think of the word goodness, just goodness, purity, life itself, the expression of life, love, light, that which promotes the expansion and the flourishing of all life. And let's focus on that in our time together this morning. What is God, and what does that mean to me? As an expression of the divine, what does that mean? If I am part of this, and I believe I am, what part of goodness am I? Do I get to be part of the all? Let's be brave enough to say yes and settle into that for a moment. Just feel the color of that, the feeling of that, the texture, the sounds of goodness. And feel the sense of well-being as it permeates your experience. All is well with my soul. How blessed are we to know there is nowhere else but here, in this moment. There's a beautiful bird singing outside, connected to our spirit. The bird celebrating life, communicating, joy of living, of being its whole self. Hear the bells in this room from this music. Someone created this peaceful music because they felt this and wanted to express it and let others feel it. We celebrate them. We celebrate what they've created. In this room, we have incense burning. Someone did that mix, that particular mix, and discovered that it was pleasing to the senses. Somebody did that, and we reap the benefits and enjoy. Many hands created this sacred space in which we sit, made it beautiful with candles and lighting and decorations and comfortable seating, promoting the good of other ones. That is God in expression. That is goodness in expression. every hand along the way that it takes to create an experience. The people who painted these walls, the people who unlocked the door. Everybody a part of this experience we have in this moment. Our magical man, Quentin, who sets up the equipment and makes sure that we have it here in this room and whomever else may want to see it, all so that we can have peace and further our experience of joy. It takes many hands, and we embrace that. We are strong and we are many. Let's feel that for a moment. How many hands went into you being in this seat in this time? The way you were raised, at the time it felt like for better or worse. Every mentor who said the right words at the right time. Every person who said maybe a painful thing, but that set you on to seeking further, to understanding. There's a golden thread throughout it all. And you have woven the place on which you stand from all of those experiences. And in this time when things are beginning to open up more and more from our time apart in the pandemic, as we come together and we can not only see those beautiful eyes in person, but also the rest of people's faces and see their smiles, to reconnect. Maybe we appreciate more and more than we ever have. But that's not such a simple thing, is it? It's the great gift of life that we have in each other. We know that we ourselves steer this ship of who we are, but we really don't do it alone. We're all interconnected. And that's as it was meant to be. We lift together. So feel that lift in this time, in whatever way you see that. Angel's wings, currents of air, lightness of being. What does that feel like? Allow your heart to sing with this. Acknowledging there are times that it's difficult to sing. Just reach for that next step, if it's just an opening of hope. And if you feel full to overflowing, pour energy to that one who reaches for hope in this time. Again, we are lifting the all. Acknowledge there will be times you are filled to overflowing, and there will be times that you are reaching for hope. And this grand circle, we take turns lifting one another. The straight and narrow is sometimes windy and wide. It's a lot harder to fall out of grace than you think. You're never really out of it. It's just out of awareness of it. So what if this is our grand playground? And it's more scratch paper than engraved in stone. That we're trying things and refining things in our expression. Always of the divine, but more and more in our awareness and our ability to express it. Let that peace fill your being. Picture it filling you up, your physical body, knowing your emotional and spiritual body. It's all aligning. But just for imagery's sake, let's just picture filling up from below your toes, filling your toes and your feet and your ankles. This energy blessing and healing as it moves forth throughout your body. There is a blueprint for your perfection. And you don't even have to know how it works. Just know that it exists. And that as you fill, those cells sing with the energy that you pour into it. They communicate with each other and align to their highest function. And emotionally you release as this filling takes place. Letting go, again, not even having to sort, but just saying, if it doesn't bless me, I let it go. Thank you, God, I embrace what it blesses me. I fill with the presence of the will of God for me, which is always good. Feel it move through your body. And when it gets into your gut and in your heart, feel the transformation as things relax. We don't realize we even hold those muscles in stress and strain. Instead, see them bathed in this glorious light, as though massaging each cell, telling it gently, clicking it into place. And you feel the joy of connection, just like a dance. There's a rhythm to it. There's a divine pattern to it all that we don't have to know. But in acknowledging it, we feel the joy. I'm feeling more and more in our chest, just that core of our being, that center, the heart, everything that you think of emotionally there. Feel it relaxing and trusting and giving over to this healing power. Surrender to all goodness. We surrender, we're surrounded with love and peace and joy. the healing powers. Healing, I believe, is just acknowledging our oneness so that it may manifest. And feel it moving up into your throat, this seat of self-expression, relaxing. You can speak your truth in safety. You can love freely. You can share wisdom. You can ask forgiveness. You can reassure. You can sing. And self-expression in writing and art, and even in your work, whatever it may be, self-expression, aligning with your highest truth. And your ears, no resistance to hearing truth. It lifts. And there are times it's hard to hear the truth, but you see it as tools and information that charge you and fuel you to more wisdom. Trust that you know how to process it. And that beautiful brain of yours, watch it relaxing into being able to connect to all the wires that need to be connected for the highest function of this beautiful brain, the amazing, amazing organ it is that we're only beginning to understand. And we see whatever connection that it has to our unphysical presence of spirit that knows. So much we don't know, but we connect. And know that your beautiful face shines forth your expression. The light in your eyes. The smile that is so natural. Even your scalp relaxes. There is no tension to be had, except that energy of joy, joyful connection, different kind of energy. And so we affirm in this time that we belong to goodness. We align our will with the will of goodness. Let's dwell in that for a moment. And know that in this unwritten day before you, you may choose to walk forward with love and peace and joy, creating as you go. Anything can be done with a dance. Anything can be done with a smile. All things may be done with love. And we cherish the ability, we cherish the knowledge that has brought us to this moment of knowing. We bless all those ones on prayer lists all over the world. We bless all those ones not on prayer lists, but who need to be. All those ones in any kind of need. We surround you with love and the peaceful knowledge of your true essence. You are more than capable. All of the tools we see surrounding you, all of the love, all of the support you need, the healing of the planet Earth from the inside out. Connected, we're so connected. All those minds that would heal. A great philosopher said, one mind that knows itself is more powerful than 1,000 that do not. So think of all those ones that pray for goodness around the world, enveloping their corner of the world and more. Our hands easily reaching and connecting each other to provide a perfect bubble of healing, of love, of laughter, of celebration of life. And we are a part of this. Thank you. So as you feel comfortable, beginning to move your hands and feet and be present in this place, and just know that as you walk forward in your day, there are a million ways to express goodness. And God said you're one of them. So in and through you, choices will be made, and course corrections are always available. So thank you, God, for this gorgeous world, these wonderful people. And we live life with joy and celebration. We let it be so. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you feel cleansed and renewed, and that we just pour well wishes to you wherever you are in this moment. Thank you for being with us. Come and see us again. Namaste.